Good morning, Portfolioites. It's me, Mr. Specht.
And me, Miss French.
My sidekick, or partner in crime.
Partner, not sidekick.
Depending on how you look at it. We could be Batman and Robin, we could be Joker and Harley Quinn.
We generally get in trouble, so I'll go Joker.
Joker, Harley Quinn. Awesome. That's good. So, exciting weekend in the world of Vinylmation. Not just because last week we opened up the world of Vinylmation to our students, but also because they just had their big Vinylmation pin event, which was Circus.
Mickey Circus.
Mickey Circus. So why was it called Mickey Circus?
It was circus themed.
Okay. I wonder if they did that because of all the Fantasyland stuff.
Probably, because that should be opening soon.
Yeah. And one of the cool things about Mickey Circus, or any of the pin Vinylmation event, is they always have a lot of cool, like original Vinylmation, like
they
ones
did.
that artists that they had a lot of cool stuff. I'm not so sure if you saw the Neverland Mermaid.
I did. It was beautiful.
That was kinda cool.
She kind of has a glittery bottom to
Had
her.
the tail and everything.
It did.
That was cool.
And there was a clown that was gorgeous.
Chip and Dale's clowns.
Chip and Dale's clowns. Those were
cool.
cute.
Timothy the Mouse on a giant peanut.
On a peanut. That was good. That was Maria Klaps's.
Was it really?
It was.
See, I have an eye for good Vinylmation. So those are pretty cool. But I think for us, the thing that makes it very exciting is all the new Vinylmation that are coming out this next year, and it looks like it's going to be a huge year.
It's going to be great. Okay, now let's start with what we're most excited about.
Okay, so I'm most excited about, well, mine's obvious. There is a Pixar set coming out, and I'm most excited about Mr. Incredible. Insert image here. And we're back.
Okay, so there's a 3-inch Mr. Incredible finally coming out in the Pixar series, which I am so excited about the Pixar series. Now, pre-release, prior to this weekend, we knew that they were going to make a King Fergus from Brave, and he has a peg leg, which is pretty cool. Mm-hmm. Nemo, which is available in a Park series a little bit, but this is a much different Nemo design. And Doug from Up.
Which all of those are awesome.
They are. So we found out, in addition, is Mr. Incredible. One of the cars from Cars 3.
I think it was the van.
It is the van.
The hippie van.
All 3 aliens from Toy Story, which were not included in the previous Toy Story set, but you get all 3 and they all have different facial expressions. It's going to make your
job very difficult trying to get all of those Toy Story characters. Now you got to get 3 separate aliens. And they got their little antenna coming off the side, which is kind of cool.
That's true.
So yeah, I recognize that.
Tuck and Roll from A Bug's Life, which is one of Mr. Specht's favorite.
They're actually 2 of my favorite Pixar characters, so I'm going to have to hunt down those 2.
That's pretty cool.
Which is not as hard as 3 aliens. 2 bugs instead of 3 aliens.
And I just want one, and very specifically, I want Remy. They're making a Remy, and I love Remy.
She likes that one too. Yeah.
It's very cool. And the 9-inch that goes with this, the one they released, is Crush with a 3-inch squirt. So how cute is that?
That's adorable.
It's adorable.
Let's see what else we got in here. Oh, Haunted Mansion.
Haunted Mansion 2.
If you don't know, Haunted Mansion is my favorite theme park ride of all time in history ever.
That's a big thing.
And there's a lot of cool ones in that set. They have Master Gracie. They got the Executioner comes with a little axe, and a lot of these ones are transparent too because they're ghosts.
Yes, that's what I was going to say. They are actually clear Vinylmation.
Many of them are.
Many of them are that have been painted with. Basically in white with a white design, so
they look really
They do
awesome.
look like the ghosts do.
And the box art's phenomenal. It looks vintage.
Ooh, speaking of box art, my favorite box art, they came out with a Goofy's Candies Junior. So they're little keychains, and the box for those it's just amazing. It has a giant gummy bear on one side, and it has Goofy's eye. It's great. So from the 2 sides of the box I saw, I was very impressed with the box art on that one.
You mentioned King Fergus comes with a peg leg. I noticed that one of the pirates from Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yes.
Pirate is this not series, but is this series?
It is a series.
It is a series.
And it's going to be from the 4th Pirates movie.
What are your thoughts on the new park series? This is Park 11?
Park 11. I read it's based on California Adventure, which is not a park I'm very familiar with at all.
No, and nor is it something, it's not even the most interesting park in the world, although I love California Adventure and I will be going there again sometime. But, especially for Florida goers, I almost wonder, I assume that set will come out here, but I almost think for Florida goers it's kind of weird. But it also makes sense because this year and next year, a lot of the new California Adventure stuff opens up over there.
Now, one of the things that comes with is in Parks 11, they're going to debut a new mold, which is a Minnie Mouse mold. So, if you don't know, this is, before Mr. Speck painted this, this was
Based off of Mickey.
Based off of Mickey, but it's a regular Vinylmation mold. This, the new one, comes with a bow attached to it.
It's a part of the mold. It's not an
It's part of the
attachment,
mold.
yeah.
It's not something that comes off like the hats or anything. So that's pretty cool. That was one of the molds they debuted. But I only see, so far, I've only seen one, and it's a Minnie Mouse one.
And it's interesting you pulled mine out because that leads us to one of the other new molds that are coming out. First, I'll say this: there's the classic series that's coming out.
Yes, a classic series.
And it's
all black and white.
which is awesome. The chaser for that series is Oswald, and it's a new bunny rabbit mold. So it's not, it's Mickey, but it has bunny ears instead. And they're already using it for a couple different designs, which I thought was cool.
It's very cool.
For the classic series, not all of them I would need to have, but you know, Donald looks cool. He's got his little hat, which Donald, it's as he appeared in his first animated short, which is The Wise Old Hen.
He's awesome.
Points for me.
Points for
The
you.
Wise Old Hen, although that cartoon was actually in color.
Interesting.
So Donald, when he appeared, was actually in color. Just kind of an interesting little side note. But a lot of the characters, as they did debut, you know, Mickey has a much different look.
I did want to point out, there's a series coming out. It confuses me a little bit.
Mechanical Kingdom.
Mechanical Kingdom. They all kind of look like Indiana Jones characters.
Well, it's steampunk, so it's based off of it's supposed to be like Victorian era, where it's but the future that Victorian era people thought, with all the steam engines and stuff like that, how they thought the future.
And if you don't know steampunk, Google steampunk art or steampunk Disney princesses. They have steampunk. They have very good artist renditions of.
I'm petting the words.
Okay, very good artist renditions of even steampunk Disney characters.
Yeah.
There's a Scrooge McDuck in that one.
Not Scrooge. Ludwig von Drake.
Is it really?
Yeah. So that actually gets me.
What is the difference between Ludwig von Drake and
Scrooge McDuck is rich.
Yes, I am.
And he's from Scotland.
Okay.
And he's Donald Duck's uncle. But Ludwig von Drake, he is a scientist / mathematician. He's just a really smart duck. And
how are they related?
I don't know. I assume that all ducks are related somehow. But I don't know if Ludwig's actually related to Donald. I'll have to look it up.
See, I couldn't tell from the artwork because it did kind of look like Scrooge, but I do know Ludwig von Drake is actually on the Mickey Mouse
Well, you could be right. Let's double
Clubhouse.
check. I just thought it was Ludwig von Drake. Ludwig von Drake also has a fun voice too. Every single duck character has a fun voice.
Okay, so Popcorn.
Another new mold.
It is a new mold. It's a pretty awesome series. This year they had released kind of a classic Mickey. In the same, it's a black and white color scheme, and that was the only one they had released. This year, very excited. There is a Kermit.
There's a Kermit looked awesome. Chernabog also looked awesome. I find it was a hit or miss for me. Some of them looked really good, and some of them I was like, oh, I wouldn't need that. But Kermit looked awesome. Chernabog looked awesome. You got Jack Skellington down there. I actually thought Sully
looked great.
Phenomenal.
He was
probably the best one.
Funny. Yeah, he's very cool, and he has horns.
And they're weird molds. I don't know.
They're just kind of.
They're the shape of like a icy container.
Yes.
Or something. I mean, I don't know how, with feet and arms or something.
It is. It's a very odd little shape, but it's cute, and they're a little abstract in their art. It's not a perfect
definitely.
lineup, so it's kind of cool that way. And one of the cool things about this weekend is they'll show you new series that are coming out, which is great, but they'll even show you some concept art from future series. So we're looking way ahead into the future. A Star Wars 3 concept art. See that?
Yeah, and there have been rumors about that for a while. As soon as Star Wars 2 came out, there are already rumors for Star Wars 3, and I think it's because they sell so well. I mean, even at their higher price tag, I think they're like $15 for one blind box. They still sell phenomenal.
Now, one of my favorites would be the new animation series coming out, which Animation 2 has not been out for very long, but Animation 3.
The animation series seem to me that they've been getting progressively better.
I wasn't a big fan of Animation 1, but Animation 2 was really happy with. Animation 3, so far we've seen Grumpy, Robin Hood. There's a Dalmatian. They're assuming it's Perdita, who is Pongo's wife, but
that's true.
Both Stabbington brothers from Tangled, so that's pretty cool. Pascal, also from Tangled, which apparently most people are not really happy with Pascal. I didn't really.
Oh, is that? I didn't even know who it was.
It was Pascal.
Maybe that's why people aren't happy with it. Because I looked at it, I couldn't even recognize it. I thought maybe I was like, didn't they already do Princess and the Frog one. That's what I thought it was. I thought it was the frog.
Oh no, yeah, it's Pascal.
Oh.
They said it. Maybe if we see the back of it, because you can't really see the back in the pictures. Maybe if you see the back, you'll understand. Also, Mowgli, Panchito, and then Todd and Copper from The Fox and the Hound. So that looks like a pretty good series.
Yeah.
I like a series where I don't mind which one I get. If I grab a blind box and I picked up almost any of these, obviously there's some I prefer to others, but as long as, if in a blind box series, I want almost all of them in there. And so Animation 3 looks pretty good to me, as does Pixar, because let's face it, I'm going to take almost anything there. One that you guys saw in our class the other day, last year they came out with Jingle Smells, which can technically be ornaments, but they're also Vinylmations.
And they smell.
And they smell. This year's Jingle Smells that they premiered were a Mickey and Minnie, and they come with accessories.
Yeah.
Mickey's holding a gingerbread man, and Minnie's holding a pie. So those are pretty cool.
Both adorable.
They both are adorable.
Both are adorable.
And there's 2 other holiday ones coming out for all you Phineas and Ferb fans out there, like Mr. Specs.
I saw that.
Because he's a huge Phineas and Ferb fan.
A new Furbius comes up. A new Phineas?
It's a new Perry.
Oh, Perry.
A new Agent P actually.
Wait, is it Perry or Agent P?
He's both. He's Perry when he's not being Agent P. You know, if you would watch the show, this wouldn't be so confusing to you. Anyway, there's a new Agent P coming out, so it looks a lot like the current Agent P, only he's wrapped in Christmas lights.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. And then, if you guys have ever seen it, I know Bailey loves it, is the Prep and Landing. There's 2 Prep and Landings
I've yet
that
to
come
see
out at
it,
Christmas.
yeah.
They're pretty cute. And so there's a Prep and Landing series, and their box actually kind of opens up to be like a chimney.
So it looks like there's a lot of stuff, but what was your favorite? If you had to pick one favorite that we could show in a second here, Karate chopped it in.
I would have to choose between Remy from the Pixar series.
So it could be Remy, blank.
Or one I probably actually won't be able to get my hands on, but would be so cool to have, is Rhino from Bolt.
They've been showing that one for a while.
Yes, and they showed it in the box. He comes with a ball. If you don't know, Rhino's a hamster from Bolt. So he comes with a hamster ball, and you stick the Vinylmation in there, and that's how you display it. So that's just cool in that it comes with an accessory. It's a cute display. It's something different.
Yeah, I think that one will sell out fast.
It will. It's a limited edition. So.
But it sounds like they got kind of a full plate. Those guys, those Vinylmation guys. I got to be honest with you. If we worked for Disney creating Vinylmation,
If only we worked for Disney.
Because we're both artists.
We are. We do this, actually.
Yeah.
We came up with our own series.
Yeah. So if we did, I would be producing stuff like crazy. I would work for very little, and I would crank out stuff like they wouldn't believe.
Mm-hmm.
And
we basically already set up the classroom to look like
I would be awesome.
a Disney fortress.
You'd be okay. But no, it'd be really fun. So I'm very excited about this.
We wanted to tell you this because please get online and start checking the.
Check out our friends at Destination Vinylmation.
Check out our friends at Destination.
I'll put a link below.
They were there. Even if you just Google images from Mickey's Circus Vinylmation preview, you're gonna find a ton of stuff, including there. We did forget to mention there is a Mickey Circus set. It comes out in pairs. I think there's 2 or 3 pairs. Plus a single Mickey Ringmaster. Those are all open box. There's a ton of open boxes coming out too.
I mean, we only covered a portion of what actually is on here.
Oh,
There's a ton of just different stuff. Yeah, she took
How
notes.
nerdy am I? I took notes.
But I highlighted.
He did
I
not.
didn't highlight. I didn't do that. I've never used a highlighter before. So, thank you for watching. Make sure to like, which the like button should be like down here somewhere, like right here.
Comment.
Okay. Comment. Give us some love. Say hello. Check out Destination Vinylmation to check out all your Vinylmation needs.
Follow us on all our multiple social media sites.
And if you work for Disney, hire us because we can work part-time here, part-time at Disney.
I like that idea. We're already there part-time anyway, so I mean, you might
We'll
as
be
well put
official
us to work.
traders. Just pay us. Why would they pay us to trade?
That would be awesome.
That'd be awesome. So, all right, guys. Talk to you later.
Bye.